Okay, looks like we are good in streaming now. Looks like everything's okay on my end. It looks all set up, and we are back again with another stream playing again Small Spaces because it's one of the coziest games I've played, and that's kind of what I'm aiming with these streams are just chilled out, cozy streams. So we're back again. We have finished all of New York. We got 2 stars on each. That Williamsburg studio still gives me nightmares of the time we did it with so many candles and so many of everything. um, but we are on to Berlin, Germany now in Grunderzeit. Probably butchered that, but here we are. We're going to play the studio one, see how long that one takes, then possibly play the second one and maybe on another stream do the third, because at least if it's following the New York way of doing it, as we could see, kind of goes from like smaller to obviously full-fledged 2-floor apartments. So I'm assuming all of these kind of go from that, because we're starting in a studio and then we're going on from there. So we'll do the studio. Not going to do the unpack again because it seems to be a lot. We'll design it ourselves. Louisa grew up in Berlin, but has now moved into her first flat that's all her own. It's a fairly small studio, but the charming Grundzert Founders-era architecture with the expansive walls and tall windows makes it feel just perfect for her. Louisa has just started her first job at a cloud tech startup and is excited to dive into work. She wants a cozy home office area for the times she'll work late or won't make it to the office. When she's not working or at home, she goes out to meet friends in the neighborhood. Prenzlauer Berg is known for its beautiful tree-lined streets full of restaurants, bars, local shops, and small fashion boutiques. Right now, she feels like her life is finally coming together. Isn't that all our wishes? I think I gotta figure out the audio. Just give me a sec on that. Whoops, don't need to show that there. It's gonna pop up there as well. I want to hear out of that. I want to hear out of that. Okay, so it all seems to be good enough. I just don't know if the music's gonna play or not for the game. There we go. Okay, just had to look at that. Probably should have looked at it before the stream, but oh well, we are back. Okay, so this one doesn't seem too complicated. This one seems pretty basic. We got the door entry here. It's a studio apartment, so not much room. There's the bathroom there, and then we'll go off of that. So, wants a bed, wants a dresser, stovetop, sink, shower, bathtub, toilets, basins, and then a work desk, and a computer. Not too bad. You know what, let's start in the kitchen, because I feel like that might be the one that will go in this kind of space here. So for the kitchen, they're looking for a stovetop and a sink. Now, utility. Okay, so you know what? What was the description? Expansive walls and tall windows. Okay, so yeah, we'll check out this stuff here. So start off with storage. Don't need bar counters. I kind of like the idea. Maybe not. We'll see. Kitchen cabinets. Kind of like the idea of wood, but also I'm just like, it kind of goes, well, that one's not too bad. We'll kind of put you right in the middle. Doesn't have to be anything crazy there. Put kind of, it's a studio apartment, so there's not much room to play with here. So we'll just make sure she has the essentials. She wants a stove. Well, she wants a stove top, but we'll do an oven as well, because doesn't hurt to have an oven. Oh gosh, these controls again I need to get used to. Let's see. There we go. Actually, I want to move it tiny bit over for my own sake. How long's this one gonna take? At least we ain't. Yeah, I'm not unpacking again. No chance am I unpacking again. This one shouldn't take as long. Don't need that big. Jeez, these things are massive. I don't want anything massive. There we go. Yeah, it shouldn't take that long this time. I pray to God at least. Let's see here. There we go. Ain't too shabby. What can we add in here for the kitchen? Don't need yoga supplies. That's giving me nightmares, that stuff. Decor? There's all like, there it is, kitchen supplies. Salt and pepper shaker, always. Gotta have a knife set. Everyone likes knives. How's the whale doing today? How's the sickness? Whoops. Hopefully you're over it by now. Everyone needs a trash bin. Always important. That looks like the backside, so... Is that the backside? Maybe not. Kind of put you there. You're fine now? That's good. So I just remember you saying you've been sick for a good chunk of time, so it's good that you're actually feeling a lot better. I'm not doing anything with the plates again because the plates we can just imagine are in the cabinet there. They need a fridge. I like how they don't even have like a fridge on the checklist for the kitchen. Perfect. But we're gonna add a fridge in there because everyone kind of needs a fridge. Actually, I feel like that's an awkward space. I should have moved everything maybe over. I wish the handles were on the other side of this fridge. I truly do wish the handles were on the other side of that fridge. We're actually going to use this guy because it's kind of cute, and we'll move the bin kind of over there. How is you guys? We're good. We're good. Beth's working. Today is my day off along with tomorrow. We've gotten snow pretty much not non-stop, but pretty much this entire week has just been on and off snowing, and I think Sunday's gonna be the really big snowstorm that we're supposed to get, so that's not exciting for me. I'm not ready for that at all. But yeah, we're supposed to be getting it, I know that much. Have you gotten any of it yet or no? Because if you're in like Waterloo, Guelph area, I'm not sure if... Yeah, we've gotten a bunch. Yeah. I know, this has been a crazy winter. We could do a little like bar table, no? I think we could do that. But yeah, it's been a crazy winter. I feel like the snow's just been ridiculous this year. Maybe because I actually have something to do with it, so I pay attention to it a bit more. But, actually, we can add a mirror right there. At least here. But yeah, it's been ridiculous. Can we go tables? These are work desks, but I'm wondering if I could use it as yeah, see, dining tables. Why do they gotta be so, like, how big are you? Actually, you know what? We'll take the mirror away. We'll add, got a smaller dining table. These aren't really these aren't really small. I was hoping there'd be like a small little table that we could fit in there, but these actually might have to use our imagination here and just pretend that one of these work desks is kind of like a dinner table. Yeah, there we go. Kitchen, seating. Are these short enough or are these too tall? Those are way too tall. We need like... Actually, dude, does she even need it? Probably not. She doesn't need a dining table. She says she goes out a lot. We've been getting snow like non-stop this year. It's been, but hopefully we don't have too much snow. Yeah, I'm hoping we don't have too much snow, but I'm not holding my breath on it because it's just ridiculous. But yeah, today is just freezing cold, which I'm assuming you guys are the same. Today is just, I think with the wind chills, like -50 or something like that. You know what? We'll put one of these guys up here. And we'll put something underneath. She's a yoga girl, maybe. Beautiful tree lines full of restaurants, but right now she feels like her life is balanced. Oh, lighting. Here I go again. Keep forgetting the stupid lighting. Black hole for a second. Sorry. Yeah, the worse we're getting, it feels like -28 today, I guess. Yeah. Ours, I'm pretty sure ours is like -30 with the wind chill. But last night at 5 a.m. Yeah. It was weird. For us, actually, it was the complete opposite. Last night, it was, negative like 25-ish last night, and then this morning has been very much, it's gotten colder as the day's gone on, actually, which is strange, but that's just how it's been today. There we go. That lights up a pretty good area. Don't want, let's go like storage for you. Yeah, you got like the trolleys, and I kind of like the idea of a trolley there. Kind of. Boom. Now we can go to the kitchen and add decor. Plates. I said we weren't adding plates, but now we're, if I can find them, gonna add plates. Or dishes or whatever. There we go. Right on top there. Clean dishes right on top. Not utility, decor. What else can I add underneath? These are like stacks of cups, I'm guessing. Add like one of these guys underneath there. There we go. What else can we add there? Yeah, you probably sent the cold dust, that's for sure. But I find that a lot, actually, living in London now for the past, like, 2 years. I find it that, that it very much kind of gets colder as the day comes on. Because we get a lot from, like, the lakes. Because we're pretty much between two lakes. So we get a lot when it comes to that. She's a plant girl. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be our little office area. So let's go with that. Tables. I feel like she's very much... There we go. Chatham is very not cold, then boom, non-stop cold. Well, yeah, especially because... well, I was going to say because isn't Chatham near a lake, but I guess that's more Windsor than Chatham. But you're not wrong, like that is... But is Chatham more like country-esque? Like you got a lot of farm around you? Because if you got a lot of farm, then it makes sense where that looks like a... These are screens? That screen. That looks like a screen. Looks like a Mac. But yeah, because you guys are in the country, so you get a lot of the snow squalls and stuff, and the wind's crazy for you guys. She's gonna have a motherboard down here. There we go. Give her a keyboard. I feel like that's... Where's the white keyboard? Yeah, I feel like she would... That does not seem even. That looks a bit better. Like on Christmas it was around -8 in Waterloo, but then in Chatham it was -18, which should never happen. Yeah, it's like London. It's between the two lakes and surrounded by farms and flatland. Yeah, okay. So it's basically, you're right, around the same thing, because that's the thing with us is the snow squalls we get. That's the biggest issue we have. The snow squalls are just... Oh, I was like, where the heck? Oh, that's why. The snow squalls are just crazy here. I feel like she would also have a laptop. She feels like she's a hard-working woman. Put a laptop there. And decor will add... Well, she said she's a what? Makes you feel... Louisa started her first job as a climate tech startup and excited to dive into work. A climate tech startup. So I feel like she would have like a open book kind of here. Journaling or whatever. We'll kind of put it like that. And do we want another plant? Probably not. We'll put a carpet, actually. A carpet's a good shout. Not that one. What's a good carpet for her to have? How about this guy? Yeah, this isn't bad. But Chatham isn't as built up, so it's a lot of snow, medium-sized houses, whereas London is now... Yeah, see, like, if you go downtown London, then, I mean, there's still a good chunk of snow, but obviously the high-rises block a lot of it. But in the neighborhood we're in, like, the snow piles up so quickly. Even the snow drifts are bad, and then where I work, which is, like, outskirts of London, that just... The snow squalls are ridiculous there. It's so crazy how bad the snow squalls get there. She's definitely gonna have one of those floor lamps. Yeah. Kind of like the idea of this guy. Why is the plug gotta be... Whatever. There we go. What else could she have? What are hobby things that maybe she could have there? She isn't really much of a hobby person, it says, so I'm wondering if I just put like a nice little side table there and a record player. I feel like she'd like that. I need to go to tables. Like if you just get a nice little... Don't really have white anywhere, but I'll put that there. And do we have the record player? How big are you? You're gonna barely sit on that, so maybe we don't do that table. Yeah, I used to live in the country when growing up in the 6 foot plus snow. Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. Like out there with the snow squalls and stuff that they get is ridiculous. There we go. I'll put kind of him there. We'll put the record player on top of this thing. I just got a record player myself not too long ago. I think I might have said this in another stream, but it's crazy how much I actually use it. Actually, I have it down here in the basement, and it's just like off screen over there. I only have one record right now, and it's like an Irish band that I listen to, and that's the one I listen to that one the most. But okay, so home office has the work desk, has the computer, everything they need. I think that's pretty cozy. I like that a lot, actually. More and more I look at it. Now for the bedroom, which I'm just gonna shove. I think this is what this is meant to be. Is that supposed to be a... Oh, never mind. I thought that was a doorway. Okay, bed. She's single. I feel like she'd have a single bed. Plus, I think a double's not gonna properly fit. Or at least won't fit too nicely in here. Okay, don't snap onto the walls. Yeah, I feel like a single bed. Doesn't say she has any, like, you know, boyfriends or anything coming over, so all she gets is a single bed. Looks like an orphanage bed. Jeez. Yeah. Ooh, that actually looks like... Oh, that looks comfy as shit. Damn, I kind of like that. I don't know if we're going to have an end table on either side, because I don't know how much space we have, but... Let's see. We could possibly fit one of, like, these guys. That's tall. Can I downsize this? There we go. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Ditches, which were usually 4 feet deep, would have 4-foot high piles on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you have 8-foot snow just chilling on the side of the road. Record players are sick as fuck. Nah, king size, there's nothing in that spot. Yeah, just you have to jump on your bed and that is it. Can't do anything else. Do we have, like... What am I trying to think here decor-wise? Like a hamper. Kinda thinking... I feel like she would have one of these massive rugs. Like, basic white? Yeah. Let's scale that up like a mofo. And you're gonna be right... Actually, it's gonna stick out the wall, but nobody has to know that. But it's gonna line up with the edge of this wall here as best as possible. Oh yeah. Let's move it. Can I move it like it? Oh, too much. Okay. I want there. Yeah, that looks nice. Damn. Looks super cozy. Let's kind of occupy. Actually, let's see if we could do this right with the wall. Drag forward a bit. Upscale. Whoops. One. God damn it. There we go. This works actually. 1, 2, 3. Right there. Delete him. Okay, very nice, very nice. Like, you know, nowadays, she's a social girl, and I get that, but everyone's got to kind of have their chill nights. I'm wondering if... Let's see, what am I trying to find here? It's probably going to be in living area. Everyone needs, you know, their own time and whatever, but yeah. Massive motherfucking TV. Boom. Turn that on. She could see that. like, yeah, it's far, but she could turn that on. Definitely see that and do what you want with that. Do you have a remote? Probably not a remote anywhere. And I feel like she's also like, is that a cell phone? Or is that like a switch? That might be a switch. Is that a phone? That looks like a phone, so we'll put her phone on her little end table here. There we go. WTV, right? That's what I'm saying. Dubs. Dubs everywhere. Okay. Let's go. Bathroom. Bathroom lighting first of all. What are you? Ah. I kind of like that. Are you on the ceiling here, I'm guessing? There we go. Sure. Or wait, do we have table lamps, wall lamps? I wish they had better choices of wall lamps. Because these wall lamps aren't really fitting the vibe I'm trying to... Actually, this one's not bad. Put one there. Copy it. One there. I kind of like that, actually. You walk in, turn on, boom, right there. Okay, bathroom. She wants shower / bathtub and toilet. That's easy enough. Always gotta do a bath. I'm a big fan of a bath. I really like baths. Can I get magnetic? Oops. Let's see. What's this guy? This is kind of what I'm aiming for, Mo. There we go. Beautiful. That doesn't make sense, though, with the faucet and stuff. So we need the one that has it at the end. Yeah. There we go. Can sit in it. Very nice. Look out the window if you want. Okay. Now, the toilet's going to be right beside it, because why not? I wonder if this was made... I haven't looked into, like, the developers too much. But I'm wondering if it's made by, like, a European company or something. Because the way the toilets look is that, like they don't look obviously Western. They look very European. I could be totally chatting nothing and being completely wrong, but to me it looks more European. Oh my god, that's such a cute little... Okay. Yeah, you can go there. Didn't realize how... I thought that was going to be a lot bigger. I need toilet. Toilet. I need toilet paper. Toilet paper, toilet paper, toilet paper, toilet paper. Give me toilet paper. Nice, easy to grab. Yeah, it probably is. I'm assuming it is, but... And you're probably right. Okay, bathroom mirrors. Let's... So that means the sink's pretty much gotta be over here. Nice circle mirror. Massive. Lovely. Kind of put it like there. Basins. Kind of match the all white vibe. There. Very nice, very nice. Decor stuff. Where's like a toothbrushes? Yeah. Whoa, that's massive. Let's scale that down a couple. Toothbrush right on the end. We can actually have a towel hanger here. Boom. Oh, that's a toilet brush. Oh, that's why it was so big. I read that as toothbrush. Don't want to be brushing your teeth with the same thing you clean the toilet with. Toothbrushes. That's more what I was looking for. That would have been awkward. Always got to have the extra rolls of toilet paper. Very important. And scale down one. It looks like I could put it kind of underneath that. Yeah. There we go. Do we have... you don't really need... I was going to try and put in another mat, but I guess you don't really need that. Yeah, these things hook on. Nice. I didn't think they would hook on. I thought they would be like awkwardly placed. Oh, you can only put them right there though. Okay, that's fine. That is a-okay. Okay. Oh, I feel like where's candles? I know I have like a PTSD with candles since the New York apartment, but I feel like we could put a nice little candle kind of right there. Yeah. That's nice. That's nice. And I think that's the apartment. I mean, minus maybe adding in another art piece. Yeah, maybe add in. Let's go back into... We haven't really had a balcony to work with. I don't know how much is really different for like a balcony. It kind of all looks the same to me, but you know what? We could probably add in, because we took away the mirror where the TV is there. Could probably add in a mirror there so she could, whoops, not that high maybe. She could check out her outfit before she leaves, since she loves going out so much. Yeah, other than that, I think it's a pretty simple apartment, but I mean, it's got everything she wants, which is good. Oh, we don't have a dresser, actually. Okay. Didn't realize that. Let's go. Sleeping. Storage. I don't know. Okay, those do count as dressers, because I'm like, do we add... Now, this is where, like, I wonder if... Kinda... Just do that right there. Right? Like... Yeah, that works. Have that stuff there for, and it counts as a dresser, which is nice. I don't think all of her clothes is sitting on there, but... Okay. There we go. This wasn't a bad one. I don't mind these sizes. And I think... Actually, where's first person? There we go. So walks in. Kitchen right here. Has her little stove and oven that she can cook on. Salt and pepper, knives, cutting board. A pretty cool fridge. I would love to have that type of fridge in my house. Sink to do her dishes and that. TV where she can easily see it from her bed. She's got her working space here with her notebook and her laptop and home computer. Good amount of plants because that's the new thing nowadays, a record player. It's a little bit offset from on the table, but whatever. Go, boom, sleep on the bed. She has her cell phone there. Oh yeah, you're easily seeing that TV. Walking around, grabbing any clothes she needs. Opening up the door. Outwards, apparently. She's a vampire, can't be seen in the mirror. That, nice there. Cozy little bathtub, nice toilet paper. Trash if she needs it. And then, boom, out to work she goes. I can't leave, but that works. Cool. Alrighty. Dunzo. That one was easy. I agree. Easy one. I'm okay with that one. I like that a lot. So that's the first Berlin one done, and that only took like 30 minutes. Now here's a bit more of one, and we have our first balcony. Okay, so we have Kreuzberg flat. Has our first balcony. You have Nor and Jamie. Jamie and Nor met in Berlin, fell in love, and finally decided to move in together. Both of them love art and music. Nor runs her own little fashion and art cafe with a friend. It's a simple shop, but they organize small events and manage to make a living. Jamie works in music and is trying to work out their own career. Both of them love to explore the city. They enjoy trying new restaurants and going out with friends on the weekends. Their beautiful, bright apartment in the cozy Altbau building in the middle of Kreuzberg gives them space to breathe and enjoy. They love to cook, they enjoy listening to music together, watch TV, or play video games. The best is when they find a new piece of art that breathes life into the walls. Video games, music, entertainment, art is what I got from all that. Alrighty, so where's the front door here so I get the idea? Okay, so that must be the front door here. Interesting layout. So bathroom. God, that's kind of a pain. So you have bathroom. This could be their little living room, I guess. And then the big area here is going to be their bedroom. But they need a kitchen. Huh. Maybe the kitchen's in there. Those are low windows, but maybe we could do kitchen in there. This is going to be the little foyer area, I guess. There's not much space to work with, but we could definitely make that work. So let's start there. First of all, I guess this would be considered probably living. I think the balcony one is the room. Oh, that would make sense. But then in that case, if the balcony one's the room, you have to walk through their bedroom to get into the rest of it. It makes sense because the most space you'd probably want for entertainment and like the kitchen and that. But just seems like, because there's no door going from like what I'm assuming this is the bathroom, from the foyer into the bathroom into the living room. So it looks like you have to walk through their bedroom and then into the living room. If it is, it could be, yeah, because you need the kitchen, living room, and so that's true. Okay. It's gonna be a small freaking space to work with. Anyways. First thing we need, carpet. Always need a carpet. I like this black one a lot, so this black one is going to increase in size. Kind of, boom. Okay, we don't have a lot of space to work with in this one. Okay, what I want to do. Are you gonna fit? I feel like that's backwards. It is backwards. Okay. Yeah, that works. No, it doesn't. Scale down one. Oh god. Maybe we try the other one. Where's the other storage? This guy. You're even wider. Oh god. But I could work with that. Oh wait, no. That one's okay. That one fits. Never mind. I don't know why I didn't think it fit. But yeah, it's a weird layout. Yeah, okay. At least I'm not the only one that thinks it weird, because I'm like, why would you... Anyways, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Let's see. I feel like I'm just going to be adding in, I don't even know what that is. Water bottle. I feel like this space is going to have a lot of random decor stuff in it. What the hell are you? The only thing I kind of wish this game had was like was like the names of things. Like, yes, I get this is an umbrella. I understand that, but there's some things I'm just like, does that make sense? Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, it is weird. Yeah. You know what? Why not? Put a little luggage bag. A couple. Let's actually make that smaller. Could fit 2 of those in there. Gonna be their luggage bags. You know, just leave it by the door. That's fine. Totally okay. You should be able to open that door with those there. I feel I can never remember where those like massive plants are. Maybe it's in here I'm thinking of? Maybe. Nope. Not there. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba. Whoops. Gotta have a vase. How big's this door? Am I gonna cut in front, putting a vase there? No. Actually, not hobbies, more decor stuff. Scroll all the way back up. Oh, I can't put it in it. Damn it. Okay. Fair enough. There you go. Actually, let's swap these because I feel like a mirror is probably good from one you put on the outfit there. They love art, so we gotta add art. Art. Living room. Let's try. Not balcony. Living. Ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Small. One more. There we go. Busker Keaton. Photo, very nice. Could probably put another one. Artsy there. Very nice. Okay, so I think that's... oh, a frickin' light maybe. Putting a standard one in here. Can make that probably a tiny bit smaller. Let's see. That's kind of the center. There. There we go. Okay. So that's the main area. That isn't too bad. Let's down you one. That's not too bad. I like it. Okay, since we're right here, might as well do the bathroom next. Toilet, shower, basin. Easy enough. Let's put a shower in this one. I feel like we don't do the shower often enough. Is that with glass? It is with glass. That's kind of sick, actually. But I feel like it won't fit in this area. I feel like there's certain apartments that you're like, you know what? You'd fit fine. What are you? Just glass doors? Oh, wait. I understand. Okay. Yeah, I get this. Let's move it a little bit more in and do the same thing again. Attach. Oh god, that's gonna piss me off if that doesn't line up. Yeah. There we go. Actually, oh, thank god that wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. They're a couple, so they're gonna see each other shower naked. Who cares? Let's go here. Boom. And that's probably where this would come in. I need knobs, obviously. Da. Am I missing a head? Or is that like what another one of these would be used for? Oh god, the delay on that is crazy. I lined that up pretty well, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong. What is that? That's gonna piss me off just seeing it, so I don't want to have that in there. Like, it needs a knob, but the knob has that thing in it. Obviously, it doesn't go that high. You know what? We'll just imagine it. It's like, it's a self. It's like a recognition one. You walk in there and it just turns on. We're gonna go with that. We're also gonna have a bath because this bathroom is ginormous. So we'll do this guy. There you go. One of you guys are showering. One of you guys are having a nice bath. Gotta love that. There we go. Oh crap. Lighting. Always gotta add in the lighting. What are you? That looks... Okay, that's actually not too bad. Let's scroll out here and... Whoops. Where'd you go? Pretty much lights up the entire spot. Freaking high ass ceilings. Guess we'll have the toilet. Gonna have a square toilet. Get to obviously watch each other. See, you could shower together and bathe together, or you could poo and shower and poo and bathe together. Definitely. Where are we here? Toilet paper holder. Let's go. This side here. We can add on this side a towel holder because we have lots of space for one of those. Decor. Yeah, there we go. Not that high. Jeez, I don't know why I was like, yeah, put it really high. Smart one, Colin. Where are we here? Da, da, da. Where is the hanging towel? Hanging towel. I know it's somewhere. I know I saw the hanging towel before because I clearly put it on there. It is. Cool. Gotta have one of these guys to step on. Actually, what am I doing? Move you. Kinda there. Ba, 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 ba. Always gotta have a bin. Always gotta have a bin. Oops. I'll put it right under the Toilet paper. Okay, now for a big ass vanity. It looks so cute. Feel like that's... Whoa, 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 calm yourself. I feel like that's not what we need. I'm not liking it. Ah, it's still here. Bye-bye. Am I crazy or does that just seem really freaking small? Stop it. Yeah, this works. Kinda like that a bit. Always gotta have toothbrushes. We're gonna have... Oh, I feel like I spun this guy the wrong way. We're gonna have hers here. His is just gonna be the basic. Always lying on the thing, not actually put away. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba. I think those are hand towels. So we'll put hand towels there. Toilet brush. You live with a guy, you're gonna need the toilet brush. Always gotta have a flavored. Actually, let's grab you, move you kind of more here. Move you to there. Nice. Yeah, she could have a brush kind of chilling there. Need a mirror. That's what I need. I need a bathroom mirror. It's one of those cabinets too. Very nice, very nice. And you know what that I saw in hobbies here? That is going to be basically, whoops. That's going to be like their laundry basket. Just throw all their laundry in there. Very artsy again, so actually let's go would be working the right thing. Is that what I'm looking for shelves? I keep forgetting where the freaking shelves are. That's that stuff. Come on, shelves. I know there's somewhere. I just can never remember where the damn shelves are. Console shelves. There we go. Don't need that big. Why'd I want shelves? I don't know. I can't remember why I wanted a shelf, but it's probably just to add a different bunch of decor stuff. There we go. Ba, ba, ba. They're just gonna have... Oh, this fills their art section too. Okay, good. Why are the first two significantly bigger than the bowl? toilet paper, you know. Extra sheet of towels. That won't actually fit there, so I'm not gonna put that. The hell are you? Toothpaste? Yeah, I think that's supposed to be toothpaste. Just have those extra scented stuff all around here. Makeup stuff. Nail stuff. Whatever stuff, I don't know. There we go. Shaver, he's taller, so the shaver can go up there. A little bit of cologne. I'm gonna just assume that's like eye drops, maybe. Well, I kinda like the idea that they just have stacks and stacks of toilet paper. Whatever that is. Maybe some extra toothpaste that looks like, or like hair gel. There we go. I know. Double ply too. And this it's Germany, man. They probably got a much different economy. Probably a lot better than ours. They don't live in our bum ass country. Alrighty. So that's the bathroom. Nothing crazy. Helps fill the art for sure by having those things on it. Kind of like the idea that it has the little thing there. Don't think I need anything up on these walls. That's all good. Now into, I guess, the bedroom. Still a very strange layout to me that I'm gonna have to kind of figure out here. Cause like, okay. Beds. I only got doubles and singles in this one. Okay. Let's see. Kind of like the idea of this guy. There. I saw a video, and in Germany they could buy 2-ply 10 rolls for $2.39. That would be, yeah. No, Germany, it was, I mean, obviously years ago now, but when I went, the prices were crazy. Like, toothpaste was under $1. Deodorant was like a couple dollars. Like, it was different. Obviously, economy's different, and their dollar and how much they get paid in that. But when I went, there was very much just like everyone who had a job, no matter what it was, grocery store or whatever, it was just like, yeah, it's you could have a career just doing, you could have a career working at any of those types of places. Like, it didn't just have to be like, it wasn't just a you gotta get a good job to be able to live. It was like, no, you can work whatever job, and like they do well. I'm like, oh, how nice. You try and work those types of jobs here, and they're like, no. God, there's barely enough walking space there. They get squeezed by. It's a tight space. Actually, let's see what I can do. Shit, I need lights. We're gonna have standing lights in this one. Not you. Have something like this one in the corner. There. I'm gonna make you smaller. I don't mind them there. I just wanted it a bit smaller to be able to get around. They have a much more stable economy with the euro. The only way the euro would drop is if all... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, they have a pretty good time there. Okay, let's get these walls in. Oy. Feel like they're all about the art, right? So gotta get the art in, which was in the living room. What other decor? Ba, ba, ba. I feel like they would have just like a random ass bag. There. Need more art. We have enough art. Like, they don't need any more when it comes to a checklist, but just for themselves, they need more art. Okay, what else can we do? End tables. That's what I want. Sleeping tables. Ba, ba, ba. Let's go with the, like, kind of have one on each side. They both get one. I'm actually gonna copy that and just spin it the other way. Yes, the cord's gonna be floating outside, but I don't really care because I don't like how the cord shows. Move. Okay. He's a music guy, but the music stuff will leave for like in the living room / kitchen area. I feel like he'd have a gym bag just kind of chilling here. Carpet, obviously. Why didn't I think of that? Everyone's got to have a carpet. They're artsy fartsy, so let's give them a very pixelated carpet. There we go. Super pixelated carpet, but it goes with the bed in that color. A pair of flip-flops, you know. They're gonna act as slippers, not flip-flops, but they're gonna kind of act as that. Now let's go to the balcony here, where first time we're actually working with the balcony. And it doesn't have many options. Actually, it's very much the same as everything else. So the balcony's not... Let's shrink you down. I feel like we're just gonna have to use stuff from like the other areas of the house, because the balcony doesn't seem to have actual, like, there's seating. What the fuck? Oh, a stool. None of these probably should be outside, but you know what? Sofa's there. Like, you're plastic, so I mean, like, you know, that makes sense. Plastic can be chilling out here. I really hope those doors are sliding or they open inside. There we go. Beautiful. Don't have any big plants that we can, like, put out there. Yeah, because you guys are small. Nothing else really fits for being out there, so... We're also going to act as if those are, like, outdoor carpets. Add a little pillow in here, why not? Copy you. There we go. And, you know what? I'll even put not a ceiling lamp. Nice little dos lampos. So there's some light outside. Very nice. That was easy, actually. Now for the main part of the house. Let's get rid of these walls here. And we have kitchen and like living room area. It's gonna be a small kitchen because I'm gonna fit the kitchen right in that in that little alcove there. There we go. Boom. Utility. Give me that fridge. They're gonna be bougie with the massive fridge. Let's get a nice sink. Let's go down this way for the sink. Yeah. Obviously gotta have a stove. Let's kind of put the stove with the stove. Don't need that big. I keep being like, ooh, look, good size. No, don't need that big. I can shrink it, though. And we'll come... no, I won't use that one. Perfect. Lovely. Technically completed all the goals, but... you know, we will just be adding in a little bit of stuff. I'm surprised we completed all the goals because it really specified like, oh, look at the like they're big music lovers and that, and yet it never really had anything. Actually, where's those lightings? Because if it's gonna get dark, let's kind of go boop and copy, bump. There we go. Got a little fruit basket, little fruity patootie. Good stuff. Always need a bin. Always need a bin. Gotta throw stuff out. So, okay, let's figure out controls here, Colin. So we could definitely put a dining table in, because we have, with this wall, we have so much space there to work with. Come on, we can do better than that. Yeah. Boom. Not you. Let's go kitchen seating. Oh, you only have bar tables in that one, so maybe living area is always where we have to go for some type of seating. Kind of like these guys. Boom. Copy. Whoops. There we go. Probably move these more like tucked in. There we go. Don't know how often they'll ever have this many people in their house at once, but if they do, they have a choice. Get those walls down, zoom out. Let's get those walls back up. You know what's going there? Massive art piece. They love some art. Where's art? Always go past it, I feel like, the first time. There it is. We need like big. Like we're gonna have like massive. But you gotta be like pop 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 pop. It's like the holy grail of art. Bam. Uh-oh. Light. Give me light. Ba, ba, ba. Perfect. Are you working today, Dwayne? Like, are you working from home? I am, yeah. Nice. So what it, like, does that entail any, like, obviously entail stuff. I get that. But, like, is it just working from the computer and being in meetings and stuff? Just got off lunch. Ah, okay. I see. What do I need? Living, seating, sofas. Oh, hell yeah. Or this might fit better. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, pretty much, but Friday's usually pretty slow since we get... Oh, right, yes. I remember you saying that before, that you get every other Friday off. That's not bad. That's actually pretty sick that you get every other Friday off. We are totally taking away the, that, but let's move all of it. So we're kinda like there. Yeah, we're taking away all the window light from there, but I don't care because I like how that looks. Only got one coffee table to choose from. Definitely use a carpet in here. It's so pixelated. I wish it wasn't pixelated. So it's basically only work 4. It is cool, yeah, but I work longer each day, so technically I work 8.5 hours a day. Oh, okay, so you don't work Fridays, but you make it up and working longer the rest of the days. If I understood that well. Right, sorry. Hehehe. I like big. I like 'em big. I like 'em chunky. Cool. Okay, hobbies. Give me that guitar. Finally add damn guitar into this thing. I feel like instrument-wise, I haven't added... Actually, I don't think I've ever added an instrument into here. Nice acoustic guitar. Amplifier. Nice. Electric. Very nice, very nice. Do I really want to add yoga stuff in? No. So it's not free day off, but it's nice, guys, because you still get paid a whole... But yeah, you still get your full paycheck, and technically you get the Friday off. You just work longer days to make up for it. But you do technically get a 3-day weekend every other week. Correct? They are gamers. I forgot about that. That is what I'm assuming I think that's a PS5. Yeah. Yeah. That's, I think, the game's version of a PS5. Very cool, actually. But if they're big gamers, then we're putting in a lot of video game stuff here. Kind of boom. I feel like, the PS5's his. He plays the PS5. This looks like a Switch, and that's what I feel like they're playing a lot together is the Switch. That is straight up a Switch or Steam Deck, but I think the aim is a Switch. What are you? Yeah, see, like, they both gonna have their own Switches. He's a massive gamer. Usually goes with it. But they're both gonna have their own Switch. Tablet. Everyone has to have a tablet, or at least that looks like one of those ebook things. And I have it, so I get paid the same day as my day off. Plus, I get the most amount of holidays for longer weekends. Yeah, like, that's awesome. That's a pretty sick gig. Very nice. What are you? You look like an iPad. And because everyone likes plants. Why are you big now? They're smaller in every other aspect, but yet they're big there. There we go. Sweet. That's actually pretty cool. That would be a dream. Oh, they gotta have speakers. They gotta have speakers here. Boom. Other way. Boom. Look at that. Lovely. So if holiday lands on my Friday, that I have the day off, that I can move it to either Thursday. Oh, so you get, what are they called? Lou days? Like Christmas, add that Wednesday, Thursday for the holidays, then my Friday off, then the weekend. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty sick. Yeah, I think it's Lou days or whatever. If a holiday falls on your day off, you get to choose another day off. I remember I had that at Stony Creek. I'm not sure if I have it at this job or not, but I remember having that at Stony Creek Furniture. Da, da. Whoa. What am I trying to do here? There we go. Jeez. That's what I'm trying to do. Let's kind of go. Boom. Boom. 1, 2. Three. And 1, 2, 3. 4. Perfect. Yeah, we call it I days for the other. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. Pretty dang neat, if I do say so myself. What is it? Is it sleeping that has the shelves? I keep forgetting. I think it is sleeping that has shelves. Or storage or something. I know it's its own thing. Oh God. Here we go again. Yeah, corporate jobs are nice in that way. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Corporate jobs are nice in that way for sure. Aha, shelves. Much smaller. This bowl was so small last time, and yet this time it's massive. Have those two facing off against one another. Bop, bop. Nice little deer. Kind of chilling on the top. Gotta get some books in there to make them look smart. Jeez. Oh, they're massive because I shrunk the shelf. That makes sense. I get it, I get it, I get it. Actually, let's just... Oops. Copy. 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 I do miss the TV job as a whole, but corporate hours and schedule and benefits are so much nicer. Benefits are crazy. This is the job I'm working at now. It's the first time I've actually like had proper benefits. It's nice. I agree. Holy crap, you don't need to be that big, buddy. I don't know. The TV job was cool, and working in it wasn't bad, even though I worked in it very I was limited in the time that I worked there, but like, it's just the hours killed me. That was the biggest thing, was the hours. Okay, I think that is it for this. So let's go first person, check it out. Okay, walk in. Got our mirror again that can't see us because we're a vampire. Got a nice Buster Keaton. That's a very detailed Buster Keaton poster. Nice little empty vase there. Got another mirror we can't see ourselves, but got our shoes in that. Ready for going. Luggage if we need it, if we're traveling anywhere. Forget that the doors open out. Arguably, probably my favorite bathroom we've done so far. It's at least the most detailed, with the perfumes and the oils and art and whatever. Got everything there, very nice. Toilet to do your business in, nice bath. Towel with a... I like this. If I was ever rich enough, I'd have one of these showers that are just glass right to the floor. Going out there, look out the window, kind of peek over into our kitchen area there. The TV job I miss the most just because... Or the reason I missed the TV job the most was the cool experiences with it. Into the bedroom. We got very much art everywhere. Nice little chill area. A very comfy looking double bed. Out into the balcony. Simple, but nice. Look out into the mysterious pink, whitish, purplish void. Always fun. I wonder if this game ever was able to get enough support and money behind it that they would put these little areas actually in like a mini town, so you could go out there and you'd see other buildings and that. But very basic, but nice for a bedroom. And then once you come out into the bedroom and you go out here, this is the living room. Probably could have added in a light here, but I mean, with the TV on and the gaming system and that, it kind of gives us a nice cozy feeling. We got the spotlights for the kitchen here. Simple, basic, got what you need. Bin system, nice little dining area. Art piece. Yeah, I like this one a lot. It's very nice. Very, very nice. Alrighty. That is another apartment done. Where are we here? Let's kind of... There we go. Basic, but very nice and cozy. And we did everything on our checklists. We actually exceeded more with the shower and bathtubs. Especially the art. They only wanted 6 pieces. We gave them 16. So, they like art. What can I say? Lovely. Love it, love it, love it. Oh. I think that might be it for now. was a lot of fun actually, and I like these ones a lot more than New York ones. At least once it came to, and I think the only reason the New York ones kind of I'm not as fond of them was because we did the unpacking of the one, and it was just a lot. The West Village duplex wasn't bad. Actually, it wasn't. We actually made that one very nice. Can we look at that? Yeah, okay. I was going to say, I want to look at this one again. Yeah, we did it very basic, and it's not as finished, as full, maybe. But it still looks good. And you can tell we like using the same type of things with the carpet. We've used that in a couple places. The bedroom's nice, basic, but very good. Actually, you know what? No, I don't mind this one. I don't mind this one at all. That was a nice one. But after... So now we have Tokyo. So Tokyo will start with the 2 rooms. But then we have Off-Grid. That's kind of cool because we got the shipping containers, right? Yeah, container homes. That's actually really cool. Portland Hideaway. That'll be an interesting one, actually. Those ones will be interesting to try. But New York's fully complete. Berlin, we finished 2. We'll finish the 3rd one. Nah, you know what? Screw it. We'll go into this one. We'll go in it. Sophia and Thomas. Sophia and Thomas found each other through a housing group for shared apartments. Sophia moved from Barcelona 3 years ago to work as a sound engineer at a recording studio. Thomas grew up in a small town in Germany and came to Berlin to study environmental science. The living room faces a quiet courtyard with a big tree that adds a natural feel to the view. Sophia has slowly filled their space with vinyl records, and Thomas brings home plants from the nearby urban garden project he works at on the weekends. The apartment sits just a few blocks from Boxhagener Platz, where they often meet up for Sunday brunch after visiting the weekend flea market for new treasures to add to their cozy home. Very cute. We are going to design it, though, instead. The way they described that very much seemed like, oh, we have a balcony again. Very much seemed that like, oh, they have, they've kind of designed it themselves, but we are not doing that. So, boom, walk in, main doors there, right into what looks like the kitchen and living area. Yeah, because then you got the 2 bedrooms and the bathroom. Very nice. Music supplies and lots of plants. Okay. He wants a music corner. I'll probably end up putting that more in his room than out in the open here. But I think small kitchen again. Not going to need crazy amounts. But we'll add the kitchen in here. I feel like we haven't done... No, we've done that one a good amount. Yeah, you know what? Let's be a little bit different here. We'll use this guy. Utility. Obviously near fridge. I'm going to add in the red fridge this time. I like how the red fridge looks. And it opens the right way. Let's get a nice sink here. Let's get the sink kind of more there. And we got to have a stove. Always should have a stove. But we're going to have kind of like a gas-powered stove. Boom. Oops, not decor. We'll add in kind of right there. This I'm going to have to move to there. That was easy to complete the stove stuff. Let's see. What can we do here? Always gotta have a bin. Always gotta have a bin. Bin, where's the door? Can we put the bin? Let's shrink it a couple. Whoops. Move. Shrink. Nice. feel like that's in the wall. It was. Da, da. Ba, ba, ba. What the hell kind of hobbies do you have in the Kiachiang? I feel like I want to add this guy, but much smaller. I do that every time. There we go. Be nicely put there. Actually, let's move you to there. Okay. Now just add in a bunch of decor stuff for a kitchen. Nice tea kettle. Very, very nice kettle. Boom. Let's get another like pot or pan into that. Yeah, there we go. Boom. No, because we have the kettle, so you don't really need that thing. I could shrink you 1 or 2. Put you there. Always gotta have a knife set. Always gotta have a knife set. For when intruders come and for cooking. I always like the idea of the cutting board. I'm gonna shrink it a lot, but there we go. Always like the idea with the cutting boards. I think that's all we could do for that little area. It's got the basics again. We'll just go with the dishes and that being in there. Actually, let's move you. There we go. Yeah. Very nice, very nice. Limited space, but very nice. Actually, no, because you'll walk too much into that. Okay, so that's the kitchen area. Very small. I was thinking about it, maybe one of the trolleys, but I think we'll be okay without it. Okay, one thing I want to add here, just while I have it on my mind, is, again, well, one of these things. I think it just fits so nicely there, and we can add a mirror beside it. Let's add you, because we don't have you often. Oh, you're like a corner mirror. Did I just, yeah. Move. I cannot. Okay, cool. We'll try our best then. Hoi. That's my best. Oh, Lord. This can move. In. There we go. We got that in the mirror there. Very nice. Now, let's see here. Let's get these walls back so I know where I'm working here. Let's go, not in the kitchen, I need to living. Because I need a dining table. Cool. Why not go with some yellow chairs? Let's get rid of the walls. Boom. Copy. We're going with yellow today. Awesome. Actually, I like that a lot, but let's go into kitchen, decor. I know what I want. Tell me what I want. Do, do, do. They always have plates set up. That's how I'm gonna do it. Always gotta have the plates set up in case people spontaneously show up. Beautiful. Weird, but beautiful. Yeah, it should be okay. You know what? We'll add even a candle. That's what this thing's gonna be. Nice candlelight dinner. Oh, they even got the flame effect? That's kind of cool. That was the last thing I was expecting in this game. They actually got like a moving flame effect. Very nice. Why not add a damn carpet in? Because we can, and we will. Let's upscale that a few. One more. Nope, there we go. Oh, great. Upscale a few. That's too big. Nice. And you know what? Let's add another one that kinda decor. Want like a thin long one, which looks like actually. Kinda looks like it got cut to be that size, which I like. I do like that actually. Can I move you over just off of it? There we go. Awesome. Okay. Balcony. Sucks that we don't have more options for the balcony. As in like it's very much just the same. Unfortunate, but oh well, we could work with it. There we go. Not working. Not sleeping, living. Put you more in the corner. Kind of move you more like there. Okay, let's move you to there. Yeah, I'm not really sure when it comes to. Can't really have any of this decor like outside. That would work at least. Ba 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 da ba 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 Don't want technology being out there, obviously. Yeah, you know what? I'm okay with that. Basic, but it's simple enough, and I like that. We need lighting in here. My god, I forgot about lighting. Nope. Kitchen lighting. I always like... Actually. I was gonna say, yeah, I always like just doing the... Let's put one there. And... yeah, there we go. I like it a lot. Boom. I don't know why, but every time I'm imagining lighting and it's in Germany, I'm just like, the kitchen can have these guys. But I'm just like, oh, it's got to be old school looking and like... There we go. Very nice. Very lit up area. Like crazily lit up area. Okay. Bathroom, simple enough. What is the bathroom? Toilet, shower, and basin. Does not need much more than that, does it? Let's add in a standalone shower this time. Actually, we can't because there's not really much room. So, we'll fall back on the old reliable of... Not that one. That one's kind of... yeah, because it's got the shower as well. I don't know... I don't think it has, like, curtains in it. There we go. Like, I don't think we could add curtains in this. I haven't seen curtains, at least. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty confident in that. No, we don't add in often, but we can this time. A nice little holder for stuff. Lighting. Always need lighting. It's gonna be a bright ass bathroom. You'd be blinded every time you go in there. I know what I always want in this area. I love this mat. They're like, yeah, I guess it's a mat, but the bamboo ones. Those ones are great. Another toilet. Boom. Which means obviously we need a toilet paper holder. Boom. Plants. That's what we forgot to do out there too, is put a plant. But we'll put a nice little... Shrink you one size. There. Copy. There. Actually, where's those rugs? Just the black one. Shrink the black one. Crazily. Not that small. Definitely not even that small. Something to have your feet on while you're taking a poo. Let's see. Basin, obviously. I don't think we've done this guy, have we? I don't think we have. We'll put him in the corner because he fits very nicely. I don't want you to attach. Let's just... There. Yeah, that's actually very nice. Bathroom mirror, but significantly smaller. Adorable. Jeez, now what the heck to put everywhere else? Put a little soap bottle. Let's, whoops. Shrink you down. Put you there. Gotta have your toothbrushes again, man. Gotta have the toothbrushes. Not toilet. Tooth. Whoa. Boom. I still like how the guy has like the tiny one. Or the one that just kind of sits there. Bin. There. Nope. Let's up that a bit to put there. Let's get those walls back in so we got a rough idea of what we're working with here. A little bit of hand towel underneath. The thing with a washroom is like, I mean, I guess you could technically have art in there. Because I'm like, what else could you put in these things? Like, you could have an art piece in there and it would look pretty good, I guess. Boom. I think that's a decent washroom. Not much. But isn't terrible. We'll even put a stool. In case you want to sit and talk to each other, even though you're not really dating or anything, and that'd be kind of weird if it's just your roommate, but still, we're gonna do it that way. Okay, bedroom numero uno. We'll be generous. We'll give the girl the bigger bedroom, so we'll do the small bedrooms, the dudes. We'll figure it out, I guess. They're all gonna have the generic ceiling lamp in there. Okay, so this is the dude's bedroom, who he wants music supplies in there. That's simple enough. We could do that, but first, more importantly, a bed. Oh no, we've done this one in the other one. Kind of looks like, I feel like the guy's like, you know what? Nah, screw this. I'm treating myself. I give myself a double bed. Nothing crazy, but he's like, I'm definitely a double bed sleeper. That's what he wants. Okay, nice little end table at the end. At the side of his bed. Give him a nice little lump there. Da, da. Definitely he's a sunglasses guy. He has his glasses just chilling there. Pair of slippers when he gets out of bed. Gym bag shoved in the corner. Pile of clothes just kind of like sitting on his bed. That's very much a guy thing. Soon enough it will be on the floor. Whoa, whoa, Colin, calm down there, calm down. Come down, boy. He gets a TV in his room. Because why wouldn't you? Should always have a TV in your room. Boom. Nice. Let's grab a console for him. Oh, he's all about the gold console. He's all about the gold. Shit. There it is. I was like, no, I was talking it up so much and now I can't find it. Okay. Okay, calm down for a second here. Let's get a better angle of this area here. If I put the walls up, am I going to be blocked? Yes, okay. Storage, gold console. There. I think this guy has to move. There. Okay, we need music stuff. Obviously, amplifier. Right in the corner. He's gotta have a guitar. What are you? Oh, microphone? Oh, maybe he's like a singer. He's definitely gonna legit just have a music corner. Everything's just gonna be... Whoops. Everything's literally just gonna be shoved into this corner here. Music corner. Is this not all music? Or does he want like... whatever. We could still... Oh god, that console's not even close to being like... I was like, why is that console so far out? Oh, don't move, just... Oh god. Okay, take down the wall. Hobbies. Music. Scale down a couple. Boom. Obviously gonna have just like a record he likes, kind of just chilling there. Record player. Or sorry, these guys kind of put there. Now we're hitting the music supplies. Now we're hitting it. I understand that they're instruments, but it's kind of crazy to me that they don't count as music things. Cool. And he's a plant guy, you know. I'm just gonna dot a little bit of plant life around. Boom. What else? It's a pretty sick room he has, just saying. Art piece. Always gotta have a little bit of art. He's a Buster Keaton fan, I heard. There we are. Gotta have good old Buster right above his bed. I don't know why I talked in a southern accent there. What else can I use here? Shelf. What's he gonna have here? He's gonna have a keyboard. Continue with the musical theme of his life. He's definitely told, like, man, you bring home too many plants. Let's just kind of, you have to take them all. So we're gonna give him just plants galore. What other decor can we use here? Kind of like a water bottle. keys. Pair of sunglasses. There we go. That's his room. That's a pretty sick room. I like it a lot. His dresser's gonna be the console, by the way. I realized that they counted this out here in the living room slash dining room slash kitchen area as a dresser, but we're gonna count that as the console is where he stores his stuff. So she gets the luxury bedroom. And where's her door? Her door's there, so sleeping beds. You know what? I'll give her a chance to. I'll give her the double bed. I'll kind of put that there. Always got to have an end table. She'll get a nice little pink, pretty one here. Decor. Have like a little purse on there. I feel like she also has keys to get in, so she'll throw the keys onto there. She probably want a carpet. I keep freaking scrolling right past the carpets because they're near the top. Oh yeah. Whoops. Scale this mofo up and then down. It's a weird ass carpet, but that's gonna work. I feel like that isn't fully centered. That's better-ish, I guess. What else could we do? She'll get a full-fledged dresser. Why not? Boom. She'll also get a TV because I guess everyone needs a TV. She doesn't get the one on the wall though. She has to deal with a one on her dresser there. Doesn't matter, no, but I'm gonna count it as it does for now. She'll get a big ass plant in the corner because why not? Down one. She'll get a nice mirror right at the end here. Let's scale that up a couple. There. Few little, you know, art pieces because everyone, you know, everyone loves some art. So we'll do like, kind of give them a little bit more up here. That is significantly smaller than I thought it was going to be. It's all about the offset. Oh God, what to put on? Whoops. That wall here. Hamper. Always gotta have a hamper. She's gonna have a giant ass hamper though for some reason. She's a yoga girl. Gotta add the yoga stuff. I don't actually know if she's a yoga girl, but we're gonna go with that for now. There we go. Do I really want to add another art piece there? I mean, you know, I could. Maybe I will. I'm definitely going to. Do like the whole, what is it? It's this. This. Not Buster Keaton. Too much Buster Keaton. There we go. There we go. That's a pretty nice room. I'm cozy in that room. Let's do a little walkthrough because now we're done. So here we are walking in the front door. Mirror. Nice little place to hang your coats in that. Washroom. Couple plants. Nice sink. Open. Very easy. Take a poo. Make sure nobody comes in. Nice little bath or a little shower if you want it. You can sit on a stool, hang out. Got a little art there. Very nice, very nice. Come out into here. You got the balcony. Again, very simplistic. Doesn't have many options, but you could chill here. They could talk together. Take in the fresh air and the nice plant in the void. Close. This is kind of a little area like simplistic, but you know, got your fridge, got your stove. Every basic need, obviously. A nice little candlelit dinner. A lot of lighting in this area. Very nice. Then we go into her room here. Very nice lighting. I kind of like this a lot. A lot of natural light. Forgot to add in the ceiling lighting there, but oh well. Got all her yoga stuff. Her hamper, bed, purse, keys, TV, mirror that she can't look at herself in. Just boom. And we'll go into his room here. He's got all his music stuff right in his little music corner that he wanted. Record player, guitar, microphone, amplifier, records all over the place, sunglasses. Nice little lamp, clothes on there, shelf, very nice. Buster Keaton, obviously. Nice little TV. And that right there is a very nice cozy setup for the final map for Germany. And we hit all the basic needs and the extra wishes, which is fantastic. Sophia Thomas, I really hope your F. Hain shared flat is what you dreamed of, because I'm not changing it and I'm saving it and leaving it forever. Haha. There we go. Fully done. 2 now. New York and Berlin are both complete. Kind of sucks. I wish there was more options that they had in the game, because a lot of places I try and mix up and look a bit different, but they kind of all look the same in a way because of the options we have. But it is an early access game, so you can't expect too much from them. But this has been a lot of fun. Thank you for joining in, and I'll see you whenever I stream next. Have a nice.